And we are live, Moose. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
Woo! What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
The Imperial March. It is on.
What did I tell you?
Man.
What did I tell you?
Big time quarter, Moose.
You know, we've been talking about it for weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We had an idea that this was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
We just didn't know how big it was going to happen.
Facts.
This is very unprecedented, to say the least. You know,
I think just the fact that we've got multiple quarters consecutive.
Yes, that's right.
You know, this is great momentum for the company.
That's right.
You know, we could talk about the storm that was brewing post Time Warner acquisition and how things have kind of turned around. They're not out of the woods yet. You know, we could talk about the debt and other things, but
right.
Man, this is good signs, bro.
It's I have one of the, you know me, I called you this morning. I was like, oh man, we got to talk about this tonight, man. I just couldn't believe how good it was.
All right, let's do some hellos. We got Max Tech Studios. He's in the house. Yeah. We got Joeseph. Yeah. We got Kimon. Yeah. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming through. We got Clinton. We got Joey. Yeah. We got David. Alejandro. Good to see you guys. Mr. Davi. All right. We have, just jumped on me. We have Albert's in the house. Big Rubes is in the house. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming through and hanging out with us tonight. Ryan is here. Adam is in the house. Austin is here as well. Adrian is here. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming through. Ryan says Stanky much, 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 much greater than Stevenson. Hey. Oh, yeah. Men lie, women lie. The numbers never lie. You know? Shame. What is up, dude? Thanks for stopping by and coming through. Appreciate you supporting and being here. Salvador, good to have you as well. Keon, yo, yo, yo. What up, man? Medardo is here. You got tacos, Bartle Dews. All right, Adam. Nice. My brother Nicky T is here. My Goomba. My Goomba. We got Mario checking in. Appreciate you. Moose got the Rolex. That's awesome, bro. Pascal, what's up, man? Appreciate you for stopping by. Hey, all right, look. So I said it in the video today, my morning video. I did it quick because, literally, Moose, I got the press release from the AT&T site, the investors page that's on the AT&T site, and it was like 6:40 in the a.m. So I just quickly went through the numbers. I didn't even do much of an analysis. The analysis I offered in the morning was really just response. I didn't synthesize much. I didn't think about it. I didn't twist it, turn it, flip it upside down, front, back, side to side. I didn't do that. I didn't have the time. I had to go to work. Right. My drive to work is like 35 minutes, but like I can't produce a video while I'm driving and reading and all that. So, hey, Jamie, good to see you. Gavin is here as well. Thanks for coming through. Steven is here. Welcome. So every time I was reading the numbers, I was taking a mental note. How good is that, or is that good? And I don't remember one single moment where I thought to myself, that's not good. Every single initial response I had to each metric, I thought to myself, that's excellent. In fact, some of them I thought were absolutely tremendous. I have to say, the gains in HBO Max are probably the most impressive.
Yes.
Being that the product and the service came out of nowhere. Like it was I called it their golden parachute in the media side because of the investment that it took, the toll on the company, like $100 billion for Time Warner. So they had to start winning. They had to start making money. The ROI, the return on investment had to happen. And I think that's happening now. They've exceeded 60 million customers now on global.
We are it's almost 64 million total.
Okay, yeah, so we're at 40 domestically at least.
It's 44.1 domestically. Yep.
Okay, all right. So the HBO Max is a total success. I think it's two things though with HBO Max. It's the HBO Max product itself. I can't discount it. It's good. But I also think it's how they're pairing it. It's It's the combination of doing it with AT&T TV, with the wireless, with the fiber home internet, the wireline. It's an absolute, it's a collection of things. What's up, Blue Force? How you doing, bro?
Man, it was a good day for AT&T. It was a great.
Yeah, man.
He's ready, bro.
Hey, we got Carlos S. Tech with us here with myself and Moose, and we got Tyrone from Tech Life, a.k.a. Blue Force.
Blue Force.
And if you look at the jacket, you know what time it is.
Right. It's blue time. It's no pink thong time.
Big John, yeah. What's up, buddy? Welcome, Big John. Thanks for coming through.
We're not doing thongs today, dog. We're doing champagne bottles, dog. We're doing champagne, dog. Oh, yeah.
I don't know, Paul, to be honest with you, how they're counting the numbers. I think anybody who's got a login or an account with HBO Max, that counts. So Fat, good to see you. So like I said, I think the HBO Max the numbers are incredible. They didn't think even AT&T didn't think it was going to do this fast. I think they exceeded the 5-year goal last quarter.
Yes.
This is just unprecedented, right? Like Disney Plus did great its first year. I have to put HBO Max in that territory, maybe better.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I mean, we've been saying this since the launch of HBO Max. Just wait until the advertisement tier comes in. That's going to blow everybody.
Yeah, because then that's going to just get to the masses.
Exactly.
Right? Like that's getting to everybody on the low.
Every single plan, every single tier of internet, every single prepaid will be getting the advertisement HBO Max. I'm telling you, mark the day that I told you. When was the HBO Max day? Last year in May, right? 2020 May. I'm telling you, we went on record. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean they did 279,000 prepaid ads. If they add HBO Max to that with value, I mean that's going to accelerate those numbers as well.
I think, yeah, Tyrone. I think they'll be doing 200,000+ net ads in prepaid every quarter. With that product attached to it. Yep. Wow. Okay, so HBO Max was a hit. Box office, the movies, the releases, it works. Disney Plus is making a big mistake. You have to buy the access to like the Black Widow with the Avengers. Or you have to wait like 45 days, whatever that embargo is or whatever. I think it's a big mistake. I think Disney Plus is stupid to do that. The thing is, you have to look at 2020 and 2021 as a loss. There's no winning in this environment. Like you have to make the best of the situation. So I think HBO Max is doing that. AT&T is doing that. Disney Plus, they're dropping the ball.
Yeah, and not only that, Sneed. Not only is it behind a paywall, it's $30.
It's 30. I thought it was 35. Is it 30?
The recent one was $29.99.
Okay, wow.
Raya, whatever it's called.
That's no discount, so.
Well, might as well go to the movies.
You ain't lying, bro. I mean, mask up. People got their vaccines. Let's go.
And the other issue that we talked about with Disney Plus is, if that's going to be the case, where I'm going to have to pay $30, right, per movie, why can't you just increase my subscription cost so then I don't pay that?
Yeah, maybe a premium tier.
Right, exactly. Like this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
$7-8 a month is too little.
Yeah.
They didn't have to do $30. They could have did $9.99 or something like that. They didn't have to do $30.
I mean, it's gonna hurt. They're gonna see their numbers. It's gonna hurt. I mean, they delayed the Black Widow.
Yep.
And it's already behind the 8 ball, and I think it's gonna continue to be a problem. And I don't even think that movie's gonna do well. Period. I mean, she was by far the most uninspiring character out of all of them.
Yes.
So whatever. What's up, Alejandro? Appreciate the super chat. No question here, just sending the homie some love. Thank you, man.
I'm surprised she got a standalone movie.
Dang.
Like, was the studio that quiet that they just had to do it?
Yeah, probably.
Incredible.
Maybe this is a good time to talk about this, Sneed, man. I'm going to send you a link a picture on Twitter. Tyrone sent this to me, and this is very surprising because everybody was talking about HBO Max this morning today, They didn't even care about the wireless numbers at all. They didn't care about the fiber numbers at all. But the U.S. streaming market is so hot right now. This picture is going to show you guys exactly how hot it is. Whenever Sneed, if you can put that on the screen so we can talk
Absolutely.
about it. This, I know Tyrone has showed me this since day one, but this is such an important graph. All right, Tyrone, you want to take the lead on this?
Yeah, it shows that pretty much, just to make it long story short, it shows that Netflix has lost 9% market share and HBO Max has gained that 9% market share that Netflix has lost.
Bam. Bam.
Dang.
Well, there's a couple things I want to address. Is Netflix was like the first major game in town. So I'm not surprised that they were up so high. With all these competitors entering the game, I think it was just a matter of time until there was a correction. There was a little bit of more parity. All right, so Amazon Prime, it's attached to the Amazon service. So Prime Video was always going to be there. Hulu was always going to be there. It's a favorite. Disney Plus caught on fast. They've got exclusive content that you can't get anywhere. They pulled Infinity War out of Netflix, and the Apple TV, I think they're always going to be a little bit on the lower side. Same thing with Peacock, but the HBO Max strategy has two angles to it. Number one is, a wide diversity of content, and then they have the movies. They have the Warner, the DC. All these things are exclusive to them. I don't think Paramount Plus is ever going to really exceed more than like 5 or 6%. I mean, if it did, I would be surprised, but you'll never see. There will not be a day where it's 10% or more. So this is a tough marketplace, and it just goes to show you that what it took for AT&T to break through this marketplace was $100 billion.
Yep.
That's the bottom line. Carlos, welcome to the show. We see you now. Appreciate you for coming through, dog.
Yeah. By the way, Sony is getting ready to enter that streaming space as well.
I think it's a big mistake. They better figure something out.
They need to blow people's minds.
Yeah.
It's gonna be called PlayStation Video Pass or something like that.
It can't even be just the cheapest option anymore. It literally has to do something different. That's really what it's about. It's not even pricing anymore. People, literally, their heads are spinning with streaming services. They don't know what to get, and they don't know what's worth it. I have people that ask me all the time, there's 10 things for me to choose from. I don't know what to get.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't know. Try each one each month and see what sticks.
Yeah. And
big shout out to Rubes. Thanks for the super chat.
This is kind of where I differentiate the streaming. So Netflix has gone with quantity over quality. So they're putting out a boatload of content, and then whatever doesn't get views, they cancel the show.
Yeah.
And I just don't see that as being a successful strategy going forward. Whereas if you look at Apple TV Plus, I know it hasn't gained a lot of share, but all of their content is top-notch quality with top-notch actors.
Sure. Yeah, legit studio productions, right?
Yes. Big money.
D-Gaff, appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Thanks for coming through. Rubes is saying he's been testing AT&T Elite 2 months, enjoying the HBO Max, ready for Mortal Kombat. That's tomorrow, dude. That's going to be huge. Woo! A lot of nostalgia wrapped up in that. People in their 30s and 20s and 40s and 50s. I mean, that was the golden era of Mortal Kombat in the 90s, dude.
Yep.
Appreciate it, Rubes. And Big Nick, thanks, man. Appreciate the super chat. AT&T in Ohio is just unbeatable. It's absolutely incredible. Great coverage. The capacity is, at that scale, is unsurpassed.
The other thing,
service.
Carlos, what do you think about this graph, man? When you see this, how do you?
What's up, Delon? Good to see you.
What do you think about this one?
It's pretty accurate. But I do think that they're underestimating HBO Max. Bro, it's crazy what they got in there. They got what is it? They even got the old shows that I used to watch when Remember, I was 15, bro. They had that show Oz, and I never got to watch all the episodes.
I remember the one in jail with all the
Yeah,
inmates and stuff.
Christopher Maloney and all that. Yeah, dude, I never got to watch the whole damn thing.
Yo, Tyrone, let's
Yo.
get Carlos Quibby back, bro, so he could watch Oz.
No, hell no, I can watch it on damn HBO Max. What the hell? Bro,
Wait.
not even that trash, bro. 2 failures.
Yeah, man, bad
The only
stuff.
difference
Will
is-
Verizon bring more streaming services to the network? I mean, they're literally probably going to bring at least one more streaming relationship. What do you think, Tyrone? We'll start with you.
I think they do, and I think it's already well in stages. I think
In the works.
they're probably very, very close to announcing this. Maybe they wait till Q3, maybe they do a planned revamp, but it's coming. They keep talking about it. They talked about it on Inside Verizon.
Yeah, they want to
By
let
the way-
people know we're going to continue to try to sweeten the pot.
Yeah.
By the way, if this continues, guys, AT&T will be at 79 to 80 million customers by the end of this year. The way that they're going, they're already at 78 million today. They reported as of 3/31, 77,934. So.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys. I mean, it's just it blew everybody's mind today. Every single segment. Forget about the TV because people were trying to say, "Oh, the TV was massive losses." It's not being reported on AT&T's books anymore, so who cares about the TV? Okay, it's only 3 things, and I know that Hans yesterday went on CNBC and was trying to say, oh, no, we've made different revenue streams, which is valid, right? They have created new revenue streams. But one thing that I was told a long time ago was you want to focus on a few things of what you're good at, not many things, right? AT&T was a conglomerate that was just buying a bunch of other stuff. They didn't really know what exactly they should focus on for many years, right? The empire, right, that Randall was creating.
I think it's a mentality, Moose. It was just like assets are assets.
Right, exactly. Just buy a bunch of stuff, and eventually, it's like a one-stop shop, right? But now, folks just want 1 or 2 good products that you can sell them.
By the way, was Randall a visionary in some ways?
No.
His mother should have aborted him.
Yeah, he had to have been, because he bought this for a reason. He knew that wireless wasn't going to be the only driver moving forward. He knew they needed something else that would solidify the company's spending in the future, and HBO Max, I think, is it.
Yeah, I mean, one could argue that Stanky was behind the HBO Max, though.
Potentially, but
he was the Warner Media guy.
Yeah, but any other CEO, I don't think that would have ever happened. I don't think they would have bought Time Warner. I don't think they would have did the DirecTV deal under any other CEO.
But that means that his willy-nilly nature was the same thing that harmed them in the failed merger with T-Mobile.
Oh yeah.
I mean, all that did was force them to lose a little bit of spectrum, $3 billion, and force a roaming agreement that was going to support his competition. Randall Stevenson created the T-Mobile we have today.
Yeah, he did.
And Masayoshi-san. Yeah. They created the T-Mobile we have today.
Yeah.
And Marcelo, like those 3 people.
God. Marcelo, man.
Trash.
What a that guy, man.
You got to sing it so it doesn't sound terrible. You just got to sing it, bro. Trash.
So HBO Max, I think we've talked a bunch about anything else before we head to the next topic.
NR, Lavendi, Big Ron.
Right now I'm excuse I might be cutting in and out. I'm right now running on backup T-Mobile home internet and it's cutting out.
Oh my god.
You didn't just see me drop?
It's horrible, bro.
Yeah, bro. Because your boy forgot to update his new card and it cut off his CenturyLink fiber. I gotta update the card, bro. I got customers mad.
You got to make a payment.
Yeah, making it right now as we're speaking, bro.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Hang in there, bro. Hang in there. How's AT&T's hotspot over there on Los Mobile?
I didn't bring my modem inside. I forgot. I wasn't thinking. I didn't
What
know.
about from the phone? Could you get 10 uplink?
Nah, not through the phone. Not through the phone. Here's a little weak spot, but it's okay.
What about the Verizine?
I could, but I'm already here. I don't want to interrupt the stream.
All right, man.
Let's deal with a little bit more hiccups.
We'll deal with it. Big Kev, thank you for the super chat. He found it interesting how Stinky said they are focusing on targeting all customers, premium and price sensitive, unlike Verizon.
True. Facts.
Boom.
Facts, man.
Boom. And you know what I say to this, guys? Hold on. You know what I say to this? Hold on.
Hit the music.
I say that they're coming, and they're coming fast, and they're coming hard. You know, it's true.
They march on, dude.
We
I love
had
it.
this
I love the new
conversation.
AT&T. I mean, yeah, everybody can talk about the customer service issues. I mean, we can keep bringing it up, but it's not going to change it. Hopefully, it does get fixed. You know,
They screwed me over so many times, bro, and I still got them. Unfortunately, bro.
because every product is good.
It's good.
Every
Even though-
product has a check mark next to it.
It's like they know we're gonna give you a superior product, but you're gonna have to deal with our ass customer service and billing.
Yeah.
Or you can go somewhere else and only get treated good if you have a premium experience plan. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You see that comment that Verizon made? Carlos is exactly hitting it on the nail. Premium, right? Bro, people
high
are
quality.
alienated.
High quality customers. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, people are alienated, bro.
you could see why that there are a lot of T-Mobile enthusiasts and fanboys and shills. They have a lot of resentment towards Verizon because of things like that. You know, I think that's part of it. You know, and it's an elitist. It's got an elitist feel to it. You know, and it just forces them to resent them, and they can't get past that to even appreciate the networking. You know, I look past it to see the networking, you know, because that's really what we do. I mean, we sit here and we talk business. I mean, actually, to be honest with you, when we talk the business side of things, to me, that's the most interesting. Predicting moves, analyzing moves, you know, projecting predictions.
I think
I
think we make more sense than a lot of these analysts that are out.
We talked about it yesterday, Moose. Some of these analysts are way off. You know, and I don't know. I don't know who's feeding them this stuff, but whatever. They're wrong a lot. Mm-hmm. You know, in fact, like I would advise Mike Dano to probably throw whatever they're telling him out the window. You know, because they're feeding him a bunch of crock sometimes. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's the same person or people or whatever, but yeah. Let's go ahead and move to fiber, shall we?
Yeah. So the fiber, very interesting, right?
Bro, the fiber is awesome, dude.
Completely, they forgot about it. Penetration, market penetration of fiber, 35% plus. That's big. Because every month, every quarter, they're adding a significant amount more homes that are available to be on fiber. So even though they're adding more homes, and by the way, the SMT Nation will be one of those homes this year. Keep that in mind. It's happening.
But the part I like what he mentioned in the call is that he said we're gonna go and expand fiber in areas we have never been to before.
Correct.
That's the part that I liked, because that means that they're not giving up on fiber.
Correct. And I think this. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say the fiber situation is two things that are important. Number one, at this rate of growth, they're adding 1 million subscribers in it every year.
Yes.
So in a decade, what are we talking about? You know, we're talking about 10 million, 20 million, who knows, whatever the growth ends up being. Like, it may come to the point where the fiber becomes as prioritized as wireless because of the needs of the consumer. Like, what if it's business fiber? What if that becomes something that really takes off in some metropolitan areas? You know, what if they end up doing fixed wireless and they have to deploy more fiber and then they run fiber for wireline home? I see it as a big win. And they haven't even focused on fiber, really. They made a goal and they reached it. I think the next goal is to maybe increase that percentage and focus on the build. You know, so they got the growth measure, and the second part to it, Moose, it makes money.
That's right.
Once it's deployed, you know, if you put it in one neighborhood, you run it to everybody's house.
That's right.
You know, so it's a win-win situation.
You know, something that a lot of people forget, right, is that it's not just about the 235,000 net ads for fiber. These people, once they get fiber, they never leave.
And they get wireless.
They get wireless because it's 25%
they get TV.
off. And then they get TV because it's super cheap. So it's like, boom, fiber is one hook, you know? And then there's another option. If you move to a new city, you go to a place that has fiber, you know?
Yeah, I think
Tyrone, you want to jump in?
Yeah, I think, and this is I'm talking like future talk here, but I think AT&T is headed to become the dominant player in a fiber-like market. I think they will have, or they may already have, the largest fiber footprint in the United States. I think that right there strengthens their position to where they may start knocking on some doors. They may start saying, "Hey, CenturyLink, I'm going to buy you, and I'm going to use your fiber to expand my footprint," instead of expanding it on their own. But that's in the future. But I think that could potentially happen, that they start knocking on doors and say, "Hey, you know, I'll buy you, and then I'll expand my footprint."
Yeah, it's interesting. There's been rumors that CenturyLink, aka Lumen, might be merged with T-Mobile. T-Mobile might want to merge with them.
How would that merger work? I don't understand.
It
would just be backhaul. That's what it would be.
Okay.
Yeah, like
okay.
Lumen.
Okay. So really, it's a very deep partnership, is what it is.
No. It's like how Sprint and T-Mobile merged. It's not.
Bro, that was Sprint and T-Mobile was an acquisition.
Correct, but I'm not saying it like T-Mobile is going to put up $100 billion. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's more of like T-Mobile and Lumen would merge into one company.
How would T-Mobile ever acquire anything when they don't even want to spend $12 billion in capex?
True.
They want to go down to $9 billion after 2 years. They're like, whoa, you know, you can't put cheese on the bread today, buddy. You know. Let me get to some super chats and some comments here. Lavendi is saying, "What do you think about the AT&T CEO saying skittish on C-band supply chain? Does he not want to pay?" He claims it's the chip shortage that's the problem. But my issue with that is Verizon is hauling C-band equipment all over the country to the top 46 markets.
Rumors.
So you mean to tell me that Verizon's the only company with access to supply?
But hold on. But rumors is Mr. Sneed over there is about to have he's getting a tower site worked on over there by the Brown Stadium, and it's getting C-band panel upgrades. And that's
I gotta go see it. I gotta go see it. I'm hiding my enthusiasm. I gotta go see it. What do you think I should go over there? Should I wait like a week?
Yeah. They're going to stadiums first. They're doing the stadium, and then they're working their way out into cities.
It's different than the millimeter
wave.
A week.
If it's a layover, they can do this in a day.
Yeah, but we don't know what day.
He just told me it's there, and it's processed right now. Like, they ship the equipment already there.
So 2 to 3 days of shipping, or the shipping is there?
It's there.
Oh, I'm gonna go probably. Isn't the draft sometime soon? It's in Cleveland. Hey, let's get Dan some information. He needs to know when fiber is going his way, Moose.
Need fiber now, too.
Yeah, everybody needs fiber now. What's the chance AT&T fiber comes to Pennsylvania? I don't know. Fios is strong in PA. They've got what's that other one that Dennis is always talking to me about? Provider. McLaughlin or something? I don't know.
That's another thing too. AT&T is going to have to start expanding outside of the areas where there are the ILEC. They're going to have to start expanding their own fiber into markets where they're third party.
This is where No Radio comes in. He says when you lay fiber for homes, you also lay dark fiber for cellular backhaul. It's a slam dunk. You start leasing that to companies like T-Mobile, who don't want to do their own fiber.
Yep.
What's up,
Bro.
Tito, my dude?
Okay, so here in the valley, bro, they've been laying the fiber down hard. Verizon.
Yeah,
Like I
they're
said,
doing it here. They're doing it here too, man. They're covering the whole city.
They literally got in less than 3 weeks. They got over 400 square miles done of Vegas when they were at 280 2.5 weeks prior.
Yeah.
950 square miles is all the valley. They're almost done.
Wow.
He said by the middle of next month. And then after that, they're going to start running individually to businesses and homes. They're going to literally run it to the side of your home. And all they get when you call and get your service done, all they got to do is add the box, the modem and all that bullshit, and that's it. Good to go.
All right. Metch, $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. I told Carlos on another vid that Fios was abandoned a decade ago by Verizon. Now they're having to come back to it. I think it's two things about the fiber. They know they need it deployed. It's going to facilitate the millimeter wave. It's going to facilitate the C-band for wireless and fixed wireless access. But, I mean, you're rolling it anyways for your need. You might as well Fios it out, where it makes sense. Businesses aren't going to really want the fixed wireless so much. They will want the fiber product, though. So I think there's potential in all of it. Yeah. Dan, the N41 on dark fiber. Dream on.
Yeah, that's a big old dream.
Ooh.
Martin had a dream.
Probably more lucky to hit the lotto.
Yeah, man. Go ahead and get that Mega Millions ticket going.
And
what's up, Arthur?
And the dream was not to see 3 megabit N41 anymore. That's my dream.
Yep.
All right. So
you want to go to the next topic?
Well, I just want to let people know that the fiber product is a good product. People are happy with the service, high satisfaction rating. The speeds are good. They've got tiers. They just bumped up the tiers. They gave people more speed for the same price. And they've got gigabit symmetrical, and it looks like 2 gig is coming.
Yes.
So there's a lot to look forward to in that realm of the business.
Yep. Now, ready for the next one?
Yeah, this is the biggie. This is what the channel's about, dog. This is what it's about. Yep.
We got 823,000 total net adds. So that includes IoT, cars, tablets, whatever, Teslas, phones, 595,000. Postpaid churn, phone postpaid churn, 0.76%.
Verizon's was pretty low, but this is even lower.
Yeah, and the ARPU did go down. I did check. It did go down. It's now at 54.10.
I think it was 54.70 or 55.70 previous quarter.
I'll check right now. Hold on.
I think that goes back to the competitive rates. That's really what it boils down to. The plans are more competitive. They're built to last and compete. So
last year, the same time, it was 55.68. This year is 54.10.
It's $1.60 difference.
Yeah, it's not that big.
But the volume, we're talking volume numbers right now.
Exactly. That's what I wanted to talk about is, and I know Sneed, and I know even Carlos who mentioned this, Tyrone and we're under the impression that you never want to go back to an elitist mentality, right? Where my service is the best. I'm going to charge whatever for it. And, whatever. If people leave, people leave. Back in 2016, 2017, John Donovan did that exact same strategy. They only had 2 plans. He was so stubborn that he thought that people only wanted 2 choices. No. People want choice, but they don't want just 2 options.
3.
3 options is good. 4 options, now we're pushing to a niche. There's a niche one.
Here's the thing about the options. They have to be distinguishable. One can't be similar to the other. If you're going to do an entry level, it must be substantially lower access, therefore justify the lower price to make you want to upsell to someone. But you can't have 2 middle plans that are so similar, you can't distinguish them, because then people are like, I don't know which one do I get? What are you hoping that they're going to go
Right.
to the premium then? You know, or
Right.
they might even downgrade, say, I'll just take the starter, you know?
Right.
Yeah, I think 3 plans is where it's at. You get an entry level, you get a mid-grade kind of level, you know, like with gasoline, and then you have a premium, you know, and make them all different enough with access that it's easy to distinguish them. Big Rube says AT&T BOGO deals for the iPhone 12 are paying off big. Totally agree. The device upgrades are up. Moose, you got the numbers on that?
Let's see here.
Thanks, Rubes. I know it was up year over year. I know it continues the momentum from last quarter. Last 2 quarters, I believe. Q3 and Q4 of last year and this quarter.
We got a scoop on that, too. We might be seeing a revamp for the iPhone 13 on this promo.
So they'll run this promo all the way through the entire year.
Yep.
Maybe make it even better.
I mean, what's better than a free phone?
Yeah.
4 free phones? I don't know.
The whole family join in.
The whole family.
Yeah, bring in 4 lines from another carrier, get 4 free iPhones.
Jesus.
Yo, can we get John Stanky up there with Tim Apple? Or does it always have to be Hans now?
Yeah, it's gonna be Hans, man. They got the millimeter wave in the iPad now. That's all Hans, man.
Yep.
Yeah, Hans got his hands all over that. His Hans are all up in there.
Oh, yeah. Did a good job on that one.
Yeah.
AT&T had the pop for the longest time.
Let's do a little prepaid, shall we? Why not? Let's give prepaid some love.
Yeah, prepaid is very interesting. You know, 279,000 in prepaid ads, net ads.
It was 2 what?
279,000.
279.
Yeah.
Big numbers.
Yeah.
The AT&T prepaid access, in my opinion, is the best prepaid access in the game. The best priority, the best capacity, the best experience. You know, there was a promo for a while that was a $50 promo with autopay that was getting you the highest tier unlimited prepaid plan. And it felt and performed like a postpaid plan. You know, it was awesome. It was great deal. I think at $75 a month though, that value is kind of missing. You know, it's kind of expensive to a prepaid customer, I think. But yeah, those numbers are good. What say you, Los? 279,000 prepaid
That's
ads.
good. That's good for prepaid. They finally care. Plus, you can't go wrong.
3.0 churn. Lowest industry. Lowest ever in AT&T history, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The good thing about that is, I think the reason why their prepaid is succeeding now, one, you got Cricket, even though it's an MVNO of their prepaid, it's still considered as a prepaid. They are unthrottled now on a 5G device. Now you got AT&T prepaid with the $50 with autopay plan. Can't go wrong with that. And they did a family bundle pack too with autopay. I think it's like 200 or less for 4 lines, which is not bad for prepaid. And you get the full access. And you get, I think it's like 100 gigs of cloud storage and all that stuff too. So you get like perks with it.
Lots of value. Yep.
And Stream Saver can be turned off on that plan too now.
Wow.
You know how everybody talks about how massive those revenues for Apple are, you know, and Amazon, right? The revenues.
Yeah.
Today was one of those days where I was like, wow, man. AT&T makes more money than several countries in one quarter. Dude, revenues this quarter, 43.9 billion, up 2.7%. Free cash flow.
T-Mobile said they had like 80 billion in revenue last quarter. That's what I heard.
Okay. Anyways, free cash flow, 5.9 billion, up 51%. God. Come on, guys.
Big numbers, dude.
Ridiculous numbers.
Big numbers. And that keeps investors happy.
Mm-hmm.
That gets people putting money into the company. future money coming in, future investors, they're going to feel good about getting their dividend on the quarterly. It's there. There's cash flow. Well, there's big cash flow, actually.
Another one. Dividend percentage is up by 1 point.
Oh, people love that, bro. Yeah, people love that.
Here's another thing two more points that I wanted to hit. FirstNet surpassed 2 million connections. And
FirstNet did it again.
Yep. And they said on the call, the network build for 5G and fiber are all ahead of schedule. Anyways,
bro, I'm telling you, AT&T moves quiet. I woke up one morning and AT&T was like had a facelift. It's like I woke up and I started speed testing and like speeds had doubled. The 50, 60 megabit speed test was now 100, 110. The uplinks doubled. 8 to 16, 16 to 30. It's been great.
Yeah, they really stepped up their game on that.
Latencies are in the teens.
Yeah.
17, 18, 19.
Bro, when I discovered that, bro, I was just like, what the hell just happened here?
Which is great, bro. The connection's awesome.
Yeah.
And one thing that I want to point out, they're really still able to grow on their LTE network. They don't really have to get that, that C-band going. They are going to get it going, but they don't really need. They still have plenty of room to grow their LTE network.
Yeah, mods, if I can get a link to the Los Mobile Twitter handle, the Discord, and the Gmail for Los Mobile for Jar Cohen, so we can get a little bit of information on that would be great. Thank you for that, if you guys could provide any of that.
By the way, earlier Moose mentioned to me, he says, why are people still not really fond of the stock? Like, it goes up a little bit, but then it kind of dips again. So I was reading into it. I was reading Reddit and some other threads, and I was reading some analyst posts. Apparently, they don't feel that it's sustainable. They think it's more of a fluke, the growth. They don't think it's sustainable beyond 13, 14, 15 quarters in terms of the stock getting back to the $40 price point that it was at.
I don't know what to tell them. I really don't. I see 3 revenue streams that people need. Well, 2 that they need and 1 that they get based on the other 2. Right? So there's 3 wireless providers. People need phone service. That's not going anywhere. And AT&T is at the top of their game. And they provide their own fiber for their network. They also do home wireline, and they do business wireline, and it's fiber, and it's fast. And they can price it competitively. I don't understand, if I'm a business person and I'm looking at the business of AT&T, I see winning all over. Why am I an investor thinking otherwise? Why don't investors speak to the industry experts? Not those that look at the stock or analyze the shares, but those that analyze business operation.
Yeah, I agree. I see. 3 million homes are going to be touched with fiber this year. That's going to result in growth. 4 million next year. That's more growth.
I think they'll probably do 4 million this year. I think they'll exceed what they really want to do. They might say, well, there's a few more neighborhoods over here. Let's go ahead and talk to the city and let's keep this going. What's up, Nicky? Good to see you, man. Any worry about AT&T's debt?
Nah.
With quarters like this, think about it, Tyrone. Let's say 6, 7, 8 quarters like this in the next 2 or 3 years. What happens to that debt load?
They'll be able to half it if they want to.
I was thinking they would drop under the 190 billion mark. They've erased most of that top half.
Yeah.
I was saying at the end of this year, if things work out nicely with HBO Max, I think they shave about 50 billion.
Yep.
if wireless continues to grow and service revenues are high and the fiber keeps going and the HBO Max adds 2 to 3 million customers a quarter, why couldn't they shave $50 billion by the end of the year? They got $26 billion in free cash flow. They can't take $6 billion and just put it on there and shave the debt? Why not? And that wouldn't even affect their business. They're still paying dividends. They're still keeping the capex up. You know, they could just throw that $6 billion at the debt. They're not even worried to pay off the debt. They know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
All right, we got some Los Mobile links. We got losmobile702@gmail.com. And we got the YouTube video with the branding and explanation of the service. And now you can sign up. Check it out. Go ahead, Tyrone.
Yeah, you're right, Sneak, because other than wireless, which is, you know, it's their bread and butter. It's where they make the most money. And you could say that the market is mature. HBO Max and fiber is all upside.
So AT&T's
it's all
ARPU,
upside for the company.
Tyrone, AT&T's ARPU is at $56. It's down, but the volume is there, so life is good. Verizon's ARPU is also up. I don't know what it is exactly, but it was previously $47. And their revenues went up, so I'm assuming it went up a couple of bucks. Maybe it's 49 or something like that.
I would not have to have Moose check it out.
Yeah, T-Mobile's ARPU is the one that's kind of saggy.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it's in the low 40s, I think, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
You know, so
and free lines ain't gonna help.
I'm a consumer advocate, but that just doesn't make business sense. What is there, like a John Legere contract from like 2011? We must give away at least 10 million free lines a year. Like what is going on?
Huh.
We got an answer from Mr. Ryan Dolan. No more friends and family discount. That has been long gone.
Yeah, you get on Los Mobile, dog. Stop playing around. Quit tripping. Pay the money, dog. Get on Los Mobile. Stop fronting.
By the way, really quickly, because I know a lot of people were talking about debt. AT&T is at 169 billion in debt, but I just checked. As of yesterday, Verizon is now 158 billion in debt.
Mm-hmm.
So there should be no conversations about debt. Really, the debt is irrelevant, man. Honestly, because look at the cash flow: 10 billion a year. A quarter. You know, ridiculous amounts of money is being made. So just keep spending, keep buying spectrum. And by the way, Tyrone even caught this on the earnings call. They said they're interested today. AT&T is interested in buying more spectrum.
Yep.
As it comes, you snatch up your share.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know, you get your cut.
No.
If you sit out a spectrum auction, that's a death sentence. You know, I mean, even T-Mobile got in on C-band.
Yep.
You know, and they just acquired Sprint and their 160 megahertz or whatever, and all that debt that they brought to the table, and you know they got the market share out of it. But, dude, debt is a thing in wireless, and that's just the way it goes. If companies are afraid of debt and they skip an auction, they're done. A lot of people were saying that AT&T was screwed because they didn't get any CBRS. But I feel like they did a good job with C-band. They got what they needed. You know, and it was up in the air whether or not CBRS was going to go high power. So they laid low. Verizon's more progressive when it comes to current spectrum assets. It feels like AT&T is more conservative in spectrum assets. You know, but their fibers, you know, they have the tower density, the FirstNet. There's so many things that give them the upper hand. They own everything. They have assets. They have big money. They have investors. There's a lot there. Nobody should be like. Everybody today was like, don't sleep on AT&T. in what world should anybody be sleeping on the Giant? Who does that?
There's a
What's
reason
up,
why
Adam?
it's called the Death Star.
I don't understand. Like, why were people surprised that AT&T came out swinging this quarter? The last quarter was big. This quarter was bigger, but the last quarter was big.
Yep.
You know, just saying. I don't see it as a surprise. I think that maybe some people were. Maybe they've been drinking the pink Kool-Aid and they're not looking around the marketplace. AT&T is not Verizon.
Yep. There's a lot of opportunities. With all the discounts that Verizon's not giving, AT&T is giving, right? You have fiber, but you have T-Mobile. Well, guess what? Because you have fiber, you get a 25% discount, which matches per price T-Mobile. And you can get free phones. You get the free iPhone 13. If people are waiting, no problem. Wait until September when the new phone comes out. But I'm telling you that it's so drastic. I'll say it again because it was late in the podcast yesterday. Apple gave away the iPhone to AT&T. And what I mean by that is majority of people saw $700 off, $800 off, right, in the first month and a half, $800 off the iPhone 12. Immediately, people reacted to that. They started moving. Then it was $700 off, still more than Verizon and even still more than T-Mobile on the apple.com website. So that changed everything.
All right.
Since then, the market has had to react. T-Mobile has had to increase the amount of money that they give for the trade-ins, for the promos. Verizon did $1,000 April 1st.
Running flame. I mean, that's an incredible idea. AT&T doesn't need 3.4. Charlie's going to get a second mortgage on the factory. Turn 3.4 into CBRS and superset it. I don't know, man.
All I know is I'm rooting for Dish. And
I'm telling you.
I will be the
bro.
first one to test them, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Los is going to be the first guy. He's there in Vegas.
He's ready, bro.
Los, I will, trust me, I will have a SIM for you. It will be sent to you expeditiously.
We need it even faster than that. We need it with Sneed on the plane flown.
Like holding it in my hand like this.
Hand delivery.
Shoot, man. It's going to be in the fall, late fall, early winter. If it was like Thanksgiving week, it's a slam dunk. I'm there, dude, because I got a couple days off work. We'll make it a thing, but I don't know.
No, they're saying it'll be on by mid Q3.
Mid Q3?
Oh, yeah.
Well, if it's mid Q3, we're looking at September?
Like August, September.
August, September? Okay.
So do you want to?
I'm going to temper my expectations with Dish. I do want them to succeed. I can't get too high and then be disappointed. Go ahead, Moose.
So do you want to transition to what people have been talking about with Stanky's comments about how?
Yeah, let's do the commentary. Yeah.
So just to put it into perspective, I'm going to put it just on the floor. Stanky today on a CNBC interview mentioned that they have some reservations about C-band, right? That it might be delayed because of the global semiconductor shortage, right? Everybody's experiencing it. The PS5 is still out of stock. The Xbox is still out of stock. Graphics cards are out of stock. It's affecting Apple. Bottom line is that semiconductors are a national security issue now. The president has officially mentioned this, right? So now they're bringing over more semiconductor factories to the United States. But anyways, that won't fix the problem now. It'll fix it probably in 2 years' time. But Stanky said, we are doing C-band, but we are worried that there might not be enough supply. However, we got some information recently. Cha-cha. I'm telling you. We got some, like Carlos says, hot off the presses. faster than a Cuban. You can eat a Cuban sandwich, dog. You know.
Here's the thing, real quick. AT&T sucks at being vocal about their plans. Their plans on the back end are completely different versus what they tell you in the public.
That is 100% true. Yeah.
Like what the hell? They're like, nah, man, we have supply issues, and then it's like, oh, we'll have 500 C-band.
Man, 5G sucks. We we don't we're not excited about it.
Yeah, we'll have 500 C-band towers up by December. It's like, what?
The crazy thing is, right, and you guys can lead the conversation next. The info that we received today. I mean, I want to go down the list. Carlos, what did you think about what you saw, bro?
Good, but everything was excellent minus the C part, shortage part, because they can go with another vendor that has it now. Verizon's not having that issue, bro. They're already slapping it on. There's sites in LA that already have the panels on. There's sites in New York that already have it on, that have the panels on.
Is the shortage worse in Europe than it is in Asia?
Ericsson is from Europe.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Is it a Nokia thing? Because
And
their
Samsung
partnership is with
Korea.
Nokia, my guy.
I know.
But they're going to have to start with Ericsson, right? Because Ericsson would have been the first. Because Nokia, the partnership just started earlier in the month. So there's no way they could have hardware, vendor shipments yet.
I'll tell you what. T-Mobile is firing 2.5 out of all angles. So where is that equipment coming from? So I don't know if there's necessarily a shortage. They're putting up 4 or 5 towers a day.
Yeah. And Verizon already apparently has put down big money. They've already booked $3 billion for this year in C-band.
Bro, they got equipment being shipped everywhere right now. Literally, there's 4 Verizon sites right now with Ericsson boxes. I'm gonna go there and take a picture.
And those are shipping out of Texas.
Yeah,
that's a factory in Texas. That's actually a mech account for Verizon. They're actually the ones that automated that place.
Like literally, there's 4 tower sites. There's right now that I know that have the damn panels. Like they're sitting on the bottom, like on the floor, with the box.
Do you guys agree that that partnership with Ericsson and Verizon, with them getting that mech partnership in Texas, that had to do with something with this early clearance of C-band and getting the equipment out? It had to.
Yeah.
They automated the factory.
I thought it was the millimeter wave expansion as well.
Yeah, but I mean, Samsung they just signed the deal with Samsung. There's no way that equipment is ready, right?
Oh no, I thought you were talking about Ericsson.
Yeah, Ericsson, exactly.
Yeah. But go ahead.
I'm sure. I mean, you got to remember, C-band is mature in Europe, so Samsung might have equipment ready.
When you say mature, Tyrone, are we talking about a year?
Just about.
Yes, roughly.
They started in London, as an example, UK, right? The United Kingdom. They started 5G in May of 2019, right? So technically, yeah, it is mature. Think about it. It's been 2 years next month.
2 years is mature because millimeter wave has grown leaps and bounds in that same time frame.
Yeah.
No.
So it's interesting. But the update that we got today, what do you guys think about the update that we got today, though?
It's incredible, bro.
Did Carlos get that update?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible. I'm not gonna deny it, bro. It's good stuff.
But it just
great. You know where I'm going.
it contradicts. It contradicts what Stanky says, though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he's BSing. What is
number one? Is Stanky in the loop? And number two, what benefit does he get by telling people?
Because we know AT&T systems, bro. They're trash, bro. I'm sorry to say this, bro. We have the internal person checking if this tower site supposedly supposed to get an upgrade starts 3 months later, but it's already upgraded and live. So that's what I'm saying, bro. The systems are like 3 months behind. So who knows? Maybe Stanky didn't get the damn memo yet. He's 3 months behind.
No, I think he got it. I think Stinky got it, but does he care to look at that info? I mean, I'm sure he has family and he's busy too. So he probably is like, I trust this guy. I'll let him handle it.
Bro, all they care about is media. That literally the only conversation you're getting out of CNBC and Fox Business is media.
Yeah.
Media this, media that. Warner, is it because of the debt, everything that's on the line? Is it because of the return of investment? What is so glamorous about the media side and it's so hard to turn profit in? I have no idea.
It really is. It's
wireline's all
it's
profit
crazy.
and wireless is their breadwinner. I don't know.
And it didn't help that
Right.
it didn't help that Stinky went on the call. The first thing he says, the analyst day was 5 weeks ago. Not much has changed. So I mean, that lets you know right there he wasn't going to say much else.
Man, that's fantastic.
In terms of guidance.
Right. Big Kev, thanks for the super chat. Will AT&T be a big threat against T-Mobile in competition? It looks like it. All right. So as of right now, I know that T-Mobile and Verizon are both doing fixed wireless. Clearly, the product dependability, I think that edge goes to Verizon. The scalability looks like it's going to be on T-Mobile's side because they're jump on it. And the fact that they're going to have the mid-band deployed sooner. So there's a little bit of tug of war going on there. But wireless-wise, Verizon has walked away from the competition side. They've literally said we're focusing on high-quality customers. So they're catering to one type of customer. AT&T's catering to both. And T-Mobile's, they're the everybody carrier. So, I mean, yeah, it looks like they will be competing, whether inadvertently or on purpose.
And the other thing that, in regards to the C-band, right, is that we've talked about this before, right? The same way that Band 14 got rolled out to the market is very similar how C-band will be rolled out.
That's your prediction.
That's the prediction, right? Because if you think about it, places that are congested got Band 14 immediately, right? Because even though it's a 10 by 10 slice,
it's a big time boost.
It's a huge boost.
Yeah.
You can aggregate different bands with Band 14, and
it's not just that, Moose. It's 10 megahertz of signal that gets everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
C-band. I'm very impressed, man. I'm very impressed.
Let's put it this way: whoever thinks that C-band cannot propagate, they're smoking a rock.
All right, we got to get Nikki on here one of these days because we got to talk about this. Nikki, you were the first person to say this to me. I have to give you credit. I have confirmation from 2 different sources unrelated to yours. 2 different sources corroborated the same thing. C-band propagates like PCS.
Yes.
That is absurd.
And it can go further.
Crazy.
Further.
A frequency that is twice as high can propagate as good as 1.9 gigahertz.
Bro, as much as we have the information right here, we can't show. But what we've seen, it can go further than PCS.
That's nuts.
Further.
It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing.
And it's never going to power down. And it doesn't require guard band.
We have the official document, bro, stating that it can.
I can't believe, like, when I looked at the pricing, when I looked at the auction, I was like, I can't believe this is happening. It was like, remember day to day, me and Tyrone, we were creating content like it was a daily $10 billion for a while. Tyrone, you remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, how is this possible?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's your answer.
There's a reason.
There's a reason why Verizon or AT&T did not swoop up.
I gotta give Zero. Zero Cooler F also said it too.
Mm-hmm.
He said C-band will go for miles.
I know.
Miles, plural. He did. We gotta give him his due. We gotta call spade.
Him always talk, bro, about it. And he told me,
if you put it up high, Los, if you put it up high, you think it's gonna push 4 or 5 miles? You get it out in rural, you get it out in space, you put it up high.
I've seen the paperwork that says it can do up to 7.
So will we see a day where N77 on Verizon is doing 2 gigs in the desert?
I can't
Yeah.
wait, man.
Unfortunately,
Shit, Nikki was telling me in Europe. It's been spotted going 15 miles.
Exactly.
because
How?
because over there they let them push the power more than here. They let them give it a
Bro.
little
Yeah.
push.
Bro, C-band is going to be just think about this, okay? A quick lesson in electricity. 3 decibels is 100% additional power. Okay?
Okay.
C-band can be pushed to 9. 300% more power. Jesus Christ. I mean, if you think about it, band 2 was already at its limits. Now you're talking about pushing band 77 to limits that never have been possible for band 2.
One more thing to note. It is going straight to NR, and it will be standalone.
100%.
So it's a different ball game. The efficiencies, the power, it is different. You know, we look at the we look at the standards. You know, we look at how this stuff is going to be behaving. You know, relative to the physics of it. It's a new world, right? 5G is a new world. We've been in LTE. It's been great. It's better than 3G, obviously. 5G is next level. That's what it is.
Hey, Moose.
Yeah.
So that power increase that was on the official document. So that means it's been already tested, right?
It's already been in testing, and in Europe they probably go further than 9 decibels.
Bro, it's been tested because they have Verizon and AT&T have a site in New Jersey. Literally one site where this has been tested in rural New Jersey.
Yeah.
I think what people have to understand, and what Nikki brings up is a legitimate issue. There's also beamforming technology ready right now.
Yep.
Like Samsung has the solution. So I wouldn't automatically just say it's got rough penetration issues. Stop the press. Hold on. Let's see what Samsung offers, because we've seen vendors change the game. Samsung
100%.
comes in and all of a sudden the millimeter wave has better range.
Mhm.
Shit.
You know, and it's working better. Like I'm getting it in direct line of sight. I'm getting 2.5, 2.8 gigs. With Nokia, I have to be direct line of sight to get that. You know, that's the difference with these vendors.
C-band
and
has
here's-
repeaters for C-band too. I mean, Samsung.
Yeah.
Devon, I just want to let you know, you don't have to leave T-Mobile. They bought C-band too. It's going to be 40 megahertz, but you don't have to go anywhere. Every carrier bought C-band, except for Dish.
Unless they sell it, right? T-Mobile has the option to sell it.
You really think AT&T is going to scoop it up like Häagen-Dazs?
It's called in this next auction. Word on the street is they might pick up that 41 as their leverage
Give it up smooth, bruh.
because they need that contiguous C-band that T-Mobile has. It'll make it run smoothly across the board.
Bro, they really, since they're already in that deep on the 2.5, they got to get it. Like, nobody wants it except them, so give it all to them. Same thing with the 600 megahertz. Just give it all to them.
But AT&T might just say, you know what? You don't want to cough it up like smooth butter, and we're trying to give you cash money. Well, we're going to take something that you need that straight spectrum, and we're going to do a trade. They're going to force it on them.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's going to happen, bro. I'm telling you. Investors are wanting AT&T to go to that next auction. They want them to go.
You're absolutely right, Carlos. Today, I realized something really important. Debt means nothing because the spectrum. But you see, there was a thing, though. Here's the thing, though. I think that there was a limit to the C-band because they knew that there was more coming. You know what I mean? There was more opportunities in the future coming. I mean, think about it like this, guys. LTE, AT&T, LTE, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we were still in the LTE era, AT&T completely dominates because of the diversity on spectrum bands, right? band 66, band 30, band 2, band 4, 5, 12, 14, 66, right? 46, right? All those bands for LTE. Maybe that strategy is also to do the same thing for in the future, have multiple different bands for 5G.
Hey, we got one more thing to do.
Uh-huh.
May 4th.
Bro, why do they wait so damn long?
Bro, you gotta build it up. It's like it's like the UFC events. It's like 1 month of promotional, like commercials. Stipe Miocic fighting Francis Ngannou, who will die next.
The thing is they became a big player now. They're the dominant player. Why in the hell are they getting treated like the redheaded stepchild still?
Mm-hmm.
Why? It should be consistent, like how Sprint was, bro. Unfortunately, Sprint was next, and then T-Mobile was the last. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, do you guys want to stay on the show for a while I go eat dinner?
I don't mind. It's up to you, bro.
Oh, hold up.
Mr. Zero Cool wants to come in, so I'm
gonna send him the link. You guys stay on and do your thing. Text me if you need anything, but I'm gonna go eat dinner, dude, because I'm fasting.
There's one thing really quick, Sneed Man. One topic. Some people on Reddit have mentioned that they can't believe that they're getting free iPhones being sent to them for the 3G replacement program. What do you think about this?
I mean, they said they were serious about shutting down the CDMA or the GSM. I mean,
yeah, that's right.
So that's proof. I mean, what do you want better than that, dog?
I don't know. I guess. I mean, for you, of course, you believe it because they said it, they were going to do it. But then some people think it's a hoax. Some people think it's fraud.
It's fraud.
Yeah. Like they're scamming them. Like, oh, if I take this, I'm going to have to pay something.
Well, I mean, look, I was talking to Carlos about the Verizon home internet. I was looking at my the agreement. And, we were talking about early termination fees and the duration of the service. And I look at the terms and it says 1 month. Like you look at the terms of your agreement and that's it. And if it doesn't say you're stuck or you're, you have to do this with your old phone or whatever. I mean, if it's literally trade in your old device and they're going to give you an iPhone, I mean, I don't know what type of questions you need to ask, but ask what you need. And then, I mean, that's it.
This is the thing. They're sending a letter with that phone saying this
the agreement
is free. No charge. Just send us your old phone back.
It goes to show you how important it is that they get people off of that segment of the network so they can refarm it over to 5G.
Immediately.
Because I guarantee you it's probably PCS and it's probably some band 5 or something. So they can widen the 10 megahertz band 5 to what, 15 or 20? And then they could they could probably, it's 15. Okay, so then they can also widen the PCS. They probably have 5 or 10 megahertz sitting there for nothing.
Right.
Bro, 3G, come on, man. HSPA and all that nonsense.
It's ridiculous, man.
I'm sick of people telling me my alarm system's on 3G. Well, upgrade. What? Bro, come on, man. People, 10 years is enough. Just trade in the devices. Upgrade your hardware. What the heck, dude? Bro, what are you going to have a mattress for 30 years? Get out of here, bro.
Literally, AT&T just sent me, what was it? It was a couple days ago. They literally just sent me the new box. And they said, no charge, just send us the old one back. And it was the cellular backup. All I had to do was open the little door and unplug the thing, plug it in. It's the same cable connector, and that's it. Then I sent the old one back. And it runs through LTE.
Wow.
So companies are starting to do it because I know ADT runs through AT&T.
Yeah, my security company here for the house, it also runs on either Verizon or AT&T. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna put you on Verizon." I'm like, "No, you're not. Swap that shit for AT&T. What are you talking about, man?" Cameron, what do you think
Blue
about
for the win?
Tyrone.
Tyrone Baloney, where you at, bruh?
I just had to go to the bathroom.
My bad.
Like,
What do you think about the 3G replacement policy where they're sending free iPhones?
well, I think they're the most progressive on it.
Better than the wait. Better than the T-Mobile. You can trade in anything. Remember that people were trading in 1980 phones, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but
Carlos, even I know Carlos is like, God damn, man, that's policy.
Bro, I got that damn 832.
trash.
Hey, Nikki, if you want to get on this convo, if you want to talk C-band, anything that's going on, Nikki, let me know. I'll send you the link and I'll get you in here. We'll get you in on the panel. I've got room for up to 6. I've got to keep myself on here, but let me know if you want in. I know Caleb, I sent him a link. We'll see what happens here if we can get the guys on. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna bounce. Text me. Let me know when they're ready to come in.
Well, you can do it remote. You know, you can do it on your mobile. So, like, go on your StreamYard, log in through your StreamYard through mobile.
Yeah, but then I gotta. But then I
No.
don't have enough space for the 2 guys. It would just be one.
You're not going to add yourself on the screen. What you can do is add people on there with your mobile.
Got it.
Yeah. So you could, because you're still, it's your show. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's not like even if you added yourself.
That's true. I forgot how that little gray thing does it.
I don't know if Nikki's available. He's probably baking cake while watching the show.
Nice. Oh, wow. Bro, the crazy thing is that 832, bro, it's true what Sneed says, bro. Friends don't let friends do MediaTek, bro. It's trash, bro.
It's MediaTek?
Yes, it's MediaTek, unfortunately.
What the hell are you talking about?
That phone, okay, so, all right, here's a normal phone. All right, the screen dims or whatever. You tap, instant response, right?
Right.
Tap that, count to 10, and then it responds.
Jesus.
Yeah, bad. The phone, horrible, everything, bro. The camera's horrible, everything's horrible.
Oh my God.
Even the signal's the only thing that's good on it. Like the modem is the only thing that's decent. That's it.
Wow.
The A52, I was talking to Sneed earlier about this. Highly recommend it, and they have it in AT&T too. Highly recommend that phone versus an S21. Way better phone.
Dude. I mean, look, if you go on swappa.com, you buy an iPhone 8, you buy an S8 or S9, whatever the phone for the eligible for the full $700 or $800 off of a S21, dude, just buy that. There should be no reason for you to be, having to deal with a crappy phone.
Bro, there's so many options right now. They're giving away phones. They're giving AT&T's doing on the Pro Max $700 off.
Yeah,
bro.
Carlos, I don't think it's gonna work. Text me, all right?
How is it not gonna work?
I don't think it's this is not gonna let me do it. I don't think I can't. It's not giving me the same control. I logged in through the browser. It's not gonna let me do it. Just shoot me a text, all right?
okay.
All right.